How's it, guys? So it's always important to know about what you're going to be purchasing before you try and make a purchase. So in today's video, we're going to make sure that you know exactly what to look for when purchasing your next TV. Whether it's for gaming, binge watching Netflix, watching the Box win the Rugby World Cup, or just an all-round great TV. We're going to break down all of the key features to consider. First up, it's resolution. So TVs typically come in three main types of resolution: 1080p, 4K, and as of recently we have 8K. So if you're watching this on a regular TV or streaming on lower settings, 1080p is more or less decent. But if you want sharper images, especially with today's content, Netflix, Disney Plus, next-gen consoles like the PS5, 4K is a must-have. So what about 8K? When it comes to 8K, those are for future proofers. If you want to be absolute in terms of your definition, but also remember, most of the content now isn't even 8K. And for 4K, even if you consider South Africa, we don't have the ability of, DSTV isn't even streaming in 4K right now. So, it's one of those things. And even Netflix, we could get away and say it is 4K, but I digress. Let's talk about something called HDR, or high dynamic range. This makes a difference in the color and contrast of your image. Think about dark, shadowy scenes like this, or a bright, vibrant landscape like this. TVs with HDR10 or Dolby Vision will give you more detail, deeper blacks, brighter highlights, and that sort of thing. If you love watching shows on streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and all of those things, Dolby Vision is a major plus to have. Many of the platforms support HDR content, and trust me, it's very noticeable between the differences. Next, this is for the gamers out there. So when it comes to gaming, let's talk about refresh rate. The refresh rate determines how smooth the motion appears on your screen. Most of the TVs either come in 60 or 120 Hz. For gaming and fast-moving content like sports, you'll want 120 Hz. So 120 Hz provides you with a smoother picture, right? More smoother experience, minimal motion blur, as well as keeping everything crisp. And even if you're playing games like on your next-gen PS5s or Xbox Series X, it's essential for the best gameplay experience. So while we're on the topic of gaming, let's talk about input lag. So input lag, and this is specifically gaming features, you want a TV with low input lag. And basically what this means, it has a faster response time between like your controller and what's happening on screen. Right? And for this, you're going to look for a TV that has an auto low latency mode as such, which would automatically reduce the lag when it detects your gaming console and all of those things. Another great feature is a variable refresh rate, whether it's NVIDIA G-Sync, AMD FreeSync, VRR syncs, and this basically talks to the TV and it tells it what the refresh rate should be. So it eliminates screen tearing and shuttering and all of those things. Next up, we have to talk about the TV panel. When it comes to the TV panel, you normally hear about things like OLED, QLED, LED, and all of those. So OLED is generally what's considered the top tier, but now you have micro LED and all of those things coming into the market. And this, OLED is perfect for darker rooms and deeper blacks, infinite contrast, as well as an incredible color accuracy. On the other hand, QLED and LED TVs are obviously brighter, and those are for better lit or well lit rooms. QLED also has a better color brightness, and as well as it's able to handle glare better. The choice here comes down to the room setup and whether you value the black level or the brightness more, or the darkness and the brightness more. So now let's talk about the smart features of a TV. So whether it's Android TV, WebOS, Tizen, Roku, each of these offers you a very different experience, or even Google TV. If you want to access lots of apps and customizations and all of those things, Android TV is the way for you to go. And for something simple like user-friendly, Roku is quite a solid option. I haven't personally tried it, but you can choose the platform that suits your streaming habits better. And obviously not forgetting sound, because without sound, your TV is just a moving picture frame, right? So if you want cinematic sound, look for TVs that support things like Dolby Atmos, eARC, if you want to easily connect them to different systems for high quality audio. Lastly, we shouldn't be overlooking connectivity. If you're a gamer with like a PS5 console or anything, you have to make sure that your TV supports HDMI 2.1 that supports 4K 120Hz features, because obviously if it doesn't, then your TV is not going to be able to keep up with your devices. Same thing applies to streaming boxes and all of those things. There you go. Those are the things that you have to consider when purchasing your next TV. I hope that this video has been a little more in-depth and a little more explanative, so that you have a better understanding as to the things that you need to look out for, rather than just seeing, oh, look at the size and all of those things. So whether you're streaming, whether you're gaming, whether you're watching the rugby, or just a regular TV viewer, prioritize features that matter to you, and you'll find a TV that perfectly suits your setup. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by giving a like rating if you did. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future content. And if you do have any other guides, suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. And if you do have any suggestions as well for this guide, drop them in the comment section below. But guys, thanks for watching. My name is Preshaan, and I will catch you in the next video.